Okay, everybody, let's welcome our leader, Cam Smith, the captain of Ripper GC, and Patrick Reed from 4 Aces GC. Welcome, guys. Patrick, you shot a 1 under 70 today, and you are currently sitting at 4 under, tied for 4th. Tell us a little bit about your round.
Yeah, it was a frustrating day. I did the job off the tees. I hit most of my fairways, and it was a little loose early on with the irons, but we started to straighten those things out, and the putter was just flat. And when you're around a golf course like this and trying to run a guy down like Cam, you have to make your putts. And it's just one of those days that it was frustrating on the greens. Hopefully tomorrow I can hit the ball like I did that back 9 and then just make some putts.
And Cam, you shot 4 under today, total of 9 under par, currently the solo lead by 4 shots. Tell us a little bit about your day.
Yeah, probably struggled a little bit on the back 9 with the driver, but hit a poor shot off 3, I think, as well. Yeah, it was 3. Other than that, it was pretty solid stuff. I felt really good with the irons, putted really well, and grinded well through the middle of that round. I think kind of through the turn here, 9, 10, 11, had a few good sand saves to kind of keep the momentum going, and managed to make a few more coming in.
So Ripper GC is currently tied for 1st alongside Stinger. You guys have another shot at getting on the podium. Obviously, you're going for the individual win, but how much would it mean for you guys to have a Ripper win and get on that podium?
Yeah, it'd be nice. I think, I think collectively as a team, we've all been trying to just work a little bit harder the last couple of months. Not really do anything different, just put our heads down, and you can see it kind of flourishing there a little bit. Last week wasn't our greatest week, but it's good to see us at the top of that leaderboard again, and it gives me motivation to go out there and shoot another low one tomorrow.
Patrick, even though you're 5 off the lead from Cam, the previous guys are out here saying that the way this golf course is playing, it still is anybody's game tomorrow, that you still have a chance to get this done. What's your strategy going in tomorrow, and do you think it's gettable to catch him?
I mean, it obviously depends on how many birdies you can make out there. I'm playing with Cam today. He looked solid, even on the the loose shots he hit. He was able to get the ball around the green and make pars on. He got himself in trouble and was getting up and down. So it's just one of those things that you got to get off to a hot start. Being 5 back, you got to go out and make a lot of birdies, and you're going to need some help. But at the same time, if I hit the ball like I did on the back 9 for the most part, I had a lot of really good looks. I just didn't make anything. And if I do that for a full 18 and you make your putts, either the putter gets hot, you just never know.
You're a grinder out here. You always go to the range after you play. No, not this week. Nope. I was going to say, are you planning on going out there? You're just going to go home and get some rest?
No, go home and talk to my putter, and hopefully it shows up, because I'm hitting the tee shots fine. Normally it's going to the range and just trying to figure out, and get comfortable with the driver and the 3-wood off the tees. But today I only missed 2 fairways, and I feel real comfortable with how I'm hitting the ball. It's just it's just got to make the putter. If I'm not making putts, it just puts more pressure on the ball striking. But I think that's just the biggest thing, is to go out, reset, and leave it all out there tomorrow.
Cam, do you enjoy hitting the golf ball from like the most ridiculous places on the golf course, having incredible shots and making birdies and pars? Like, how do you always end up in these crazy positions and then end up shooting low scores?
Because I've managed to hit a terrible shot to get there, and I do enjoy it, actually. I love playing out of of different lies and hitting crazy shots. I don't know. I've always loved to be creative, and I feel like that brings the best out of me.
Yeah, it looks like you thrive in those situations. So hopefully you'll keep it in the fairway tomorrow.
Thanks.
Over there.
Hi, Cam. Greg Logan at New England Golf. I just have a couple of questions. First, there was a point midway through the round where you and Phil were dicing back and forth for the lead. One makes a birdie, the other matches it. Do you notice that on the scoreboard, and what's your mindset in that kind of situation?
I think it's always good to have someone pushing you. I think the other 2 guys in my group played well enough to push me along as well. They just you know, like Pat said before, probably didn't have the best day with the putter, but it was always about making birdies. It was never about kind of hitting the middle of greens and two putting. Yeah, so it is nice to have someone they're pushing you, especially when you're playing good and you're hitting your irons good.
And also, you're the second-ranked player on this tour. Do you feel like it's your short game, which is almost magical at times, that is what really is separating you from most of the other players?
Yeah, I think you know, like today, I probably had to lean on my short game a little bit more than I would wish, but you know, that's where it kind of helps having a nicer short game. You know, when things aren't going your way and you can grind through a round and make some good pars, you never know when the driver and the irons are going to show up and you can start making birdies. So yeah, it's nice to lean on that, but at the same time, it's not nice to lean on it.
And one last thing, you know, they talk about how this course can jump up and bite you, but how comfortable do you feel with a 4-stroke lead?
Yeah, it's nice to have it. I wouldn't say it's close to in the bag yet. You know, there is a couple of tee shots out there where it gets pretty narrow, and if the driver's getting whirly, you're hitting, you know, 3 off the tee. So yeah, about as comfortable as I can be at a course like this.
Cam, when it comes to Phil, a New Jersey crowd, it's a pretty notoriously close relationship. Phil talked about that. It's going to be probably pretty rowdy tomorrow for the crowd, wanting to root for him to get his first LIV win. How do you balance sort of ignoring all that noise while also still focusing on getting the win done, and the team win done?
Yeah, I don't mind a rowdy crowd. I actually quite enjoy it. I think you know, it's nice down the fairway, but once you're over the ball and you're trying to hit your shot, it's always just about committing to your shot and yeah, doing what you have to do to get it in there tight and keep making birdies.
Thank you.
Patrick, you are notorious for the Sunday charge. Are we going to see that from you tomorrow?
We're going to try to run him down. Yeah, I mean, if not try to run him down, at least help the aces get higher up that board.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Good luck
Thank you.
tomorrow.